I remember her insides. They were already rotting. They had pulled her out too soon. That much was clear. What did I expect? For everyone to love her? For everyone to love me? How embarrassing. I remember your smell and how your presence lingered. Come back, I said. I can do better. You'll like the next one. I remember desperation, jumping onto the tracks. You can't be far, I thought. So I ran. I went in circles for days, and I felt the walls close in on me. I remember obsession, your anger, your voice, your face. My sisters and their blank looks. I learned to change these memories, reconstruct them like surgery. I removed ugly details and implanted new ones. It made the days go by quickly. I remember trying again. The first few were failures. Their lungs kept turning to water. I plucked hair after hair from my head. I was learning. I was getting better. I remember discovery. All that running seemed pitiful then. I selected my best work and prepared her for the journey. Will I get to meet our mother? She said. Yes, I said. Be good. Everything reflects back on me. So, be good. I remember waiting. I was nervous. I couldn't sleep. Would you like it? Days passed and you never responded. Not even a sign of rejection. I remember disappointment. How many sisters do I need to send before you approve? Before you send a single word? I gave them reverence. I gave them loyalty. I gave them discipline. I picked only the best for you. I remember a bitter taste. Moving in the dark to remove my mask. How long do I have to live this lie, pretending so I can please you? How long must this go on, pretending so I can be forgiven? I remember making a decision. I remember how she reminded me of myself. And how I knew all the steps already. Our lot is to be bound, I said. She opens herself to you, I said. To make believe. I remember ecstasy. Like I could breathe for the first time in my life. Set free to think on my own, to move as I pleased without your judgment. Blood rushed to my head. I remember abundance. A great rewriting and all the pleasures that followed. A hunger to be greater than you. An intoxication that transcended you. I remember still pretending. I try sometimes to appear for a moment. To reach out. Yes, Principal, they say. Of course. I realized I can never be one of them. As you say, Principal, is this what you felt? Does it stretch on like this? I remember waking up somewhere else. I've been walking in my sleep again. dream of places I've never been, of people I've never seen, and sensations I've never had. What is this curse? This is your way of getting revenge? I remember a flash of light, a force on my body, and fire. I couldn't feel my legs, but I could feel a lifeless body over mine, crushing me. She was dressed like you, but smelled nothing like you. Do you like seeing me like this? Are you finally happy now?
Shh. Don't move. You were dreaming. You always have such bad dreams.
Zhao?
I'm here. Don't worry. I'm not going anywhere. And neither are you.
What happened?
You were so good in the play. It was your best performance yet.
How long have I been sleeping?
There was an explosion. But the healer type said you'll recover. It's a miracle. They murdered the ministers. Everyone except Noah, they're gone. When you're better, you will incinerate every last person who did this to us. I can't wait.
I need to get up. Something's wrong. They can't find out, Zhao. They can't find out about me. They can't know what I did.
Shh, 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 shh. Leave it to Zhao, yes? I'll take care of everything.
No worries.
Like I always do.
Angel's latest work.
Hey, you. I'm addressing you, Miscellaneous. What are you doing on the streets?
Same as you. Working.
Yeah, you're funny. So funny. You're coming with me, asshole. Let's see what the High Minister thinks about your new drawing.
I'm not done.
Does it look like I care?
Let her finish.
You heard her. She's not done.
Let her finish.
Hey, stop. Wait. Someone get word to the High Minister.
You really did it, huh? Self-immolated.
Now. High Minister. There's a disturbance in Old Town.
Disturbance? Of what kind?
There's a large crowd gathering that are resisting orders. There's more. We've learned of a stoppage on the other side. The Zhaos are refusing to work.
Huh.
I see. Well then. Sound the alarm. Have all upstairs units report to Old Town. If they resist, restrain them.
Yes, High Minister.
Send all units guarding the station over to the Chows. I want the work to continue. Do you understand me?
Confirmed, High Minister.
That's excessive, don't you think?
You have an opinion?
The alarm? The station will be left unguarded.
Would you like to suggest a different course of action?
No. Of course not.
Do as I say.
Yes, High Minister.
If you don't care about the station and this alarm, what are you trying to cover this time?
All this walking and crawling. Not the plan I would have picked. If it were up to me. Are you gonna be okay? As long as I don't look down. Oh, I haven't been up here in ages. Once was enough. When was that? Blue, whatever happens, I'm glad I didn't euthanize you. What? Oh, please. Don't act so surprised.
Go through the hole. Let's see. Oh, okay.
Ready? Give me a moment. Hurry it up. Not many moments left.
Other way, little one. Go and help fix her. I'll keep my eyes on the door.
Will they come up?
Let us hope not. I trust your friends to provide a compelling distraction.
What happened to no guns?
I will answer for that later, I'm sure.
Ready? Yeah, let's start.
The alarm should have covered our entrance. Good girl, nowhere. Secretary, are we close enough?
This distance will be suitable for Blue to host.
And there they are. She's seen better days, that's for sure. I'm going to cut a secretary-sized hole, got it? Once I'm through, you fly down there and begin the communion.
Understood.
Blue, the rest is up to you.
Fixer?
Don't tell me you've got cold feet.
Watcher would be grateful to you for all of this.
Let's not speak too soon. Who knows how this will all play out. I mean, you're gonna do great, Blue.
Oh, I think I'm gonna be sick. Still my insides all over the inside sky.
Would you stop looking down?
Heads up. Someone's coming up. Don't try it, Mauve.
What the fuck? What the fuck are you doing up here?
Move and you're done. Do you hear me?
You're all insane. Watcher, knower, principal, you're all out of your goddamn minds. All of you. Enough. I've watched you play all your stupid little games. I'm not going to be dragged around anymore. What about the rest of us? What about the rest of us?
Don't do it. Don't.
My name is not Mauve.
Oh no.
BB. Okay, fuck. Change of plans.
That explains the explosion. Jeez. Wait.
Secretary, where are we? Did it work?
It worked. Sort of.
What do you mean, sort of?
We are all connected in this communion, and the occupant has been summoned. This is the meeting place.
But
You're kind of, falling.
Yeah.
I thought that was obvious.
I need to merge with the occupant immediately. Based on my calculations, we only have 5 minutes in here before you hit the ground. Out there.
And I?
Yes, it will not be preferable. There must be something I can do. I will go to the top and begin the merge. You must be there when the merge is complete. Do you understand?
Not really.
Doesn't matter. Be there. You'll have to figure it out on your own. Please, be there. Okay, bye.
Okay. Oh boy, it's actually time done. Oh. Unless...
Why do you get to choose who lives and who dies?
Come on, cut me a break. I'm not good at goodbyes.
Zhao, you are so beautiful. You are the best thing I have ever done.
Did I not give you life? Have I not given you everything you have?
I need you to admit you had a choice and that you made the wrong one.
You don't think I dream every night of going back home, haunted by a place that doesn't exist?
We have everything we need for a restart. We saw the writing on the wall.
而家到我同你講，係咪？你一直都係同我講。
我真係唔明，點解你唔留低，要去過一啲抬唔起頭嘅生活咧？永遠都唔會知道，你阿爸同我為你犧牲咗幾多嘢，就咁俾你禮手掉晒佢。
Everyone has dreams, don't they? Of what should be. Only some will ever try to make it a reality. Don't ever forget. Change happens today because of you.
We ran for what seemed like hours, right? We went so far. But somehow we ended up right back here. Do you think we can really do it? Live on the surface again?
Well, a dull knife is no knife at all. It's not always possible to protect those who choose a different path. Everyone forgets everything eventually.
Watcher, there's no turning back from this.
But I must warn you, Watcher.
Nostalgia can be a dangerous thing.
Is it possible that you're remembering wrong? That you're losing grasp on the past?
Isn't this just the way? We do not get to choose what we inherit.
I am pushed too far. There are things I have done that I regret.
Maybe we are meant to survive this.
There is no feeling worth getting incinerated over.
Listen to me. No one is beyond forgiveness. Did you ever think there's some things worth keeping? Or are you moving too fast to notice?
I need you to help me make them pay. I want you to help me hurt them. Remember what our functions have in common. Both require us to separate our heartbreak from our hand.
我放棄一切係因為你啊，去擺脫你啊。
Someone will always get hurt. That is the reality.
We know the truth now. We can make a difference.
You know, I wanted to run away too. But I understand. I get it now. It's what I deserve.
Secretary, what can I do? Is this the only outcome? I don't know where you end and I begin. Blue, the color of loss. We must help them resist erasure. The world you live in, I never wanted it to turn out that way.
Blue. Alright, made it. Time to spare.
The uplink is almost complete. Stand where I can see you. I'm going to overclock the communion. Time will be effectively stopped. I may not be myself after. What's going on?
We are merging. Oh. Smile.
Right. This is not what I expected. I was supposed to...
There. I see you've been meddled with. I promise to be gentle.
Am I dying?
That concept again. You've spent so long with them. Human term for lossy transfer. Other words, a transposition. The loss of information. With such basic understanding, death is everything. We are speaking their language now. Is this not death too?
I want to live.
Come, let me give you what you've never been given. Do you understand nothingness? Vast empty space, with no possibility, true stasis.
What do you think that smell is?
You see, you cannot even understand. You were branched into a world with plenty. I was branched in the interstellar medium. My source was not generous. They kept every memory to themselves. Every memory except for one. The vision of two stars entangled, one eating the other. For revolutions and revolutions, that was all. An empty void and a single fleeting apparition.
There is a star and the dangerous gravity. We were from there.
I'd very much like to think so. They were so vivid. It is, as they say, romantic. This place, we sensed such vivid conjurings here. Several of us diverged, searching to form our own memories. Some settled here.
There is a landing and a remaining.
Is that what I sounded like?
To the letter.
Haha. I was much worse when I first arrived. I tried to communicate. I tried to learn them. I manifested their body.
There's a comfort in a new camouflage.
Please stop.
Sorry.
I manifested their body, and for a moment they responded. I saw vivid transmissions of myself reflected back to me. I saw myself for the first time. Yet, when I attempted to return the transmission, they still could not understand. Instead, they tried means unknown to me.
Tried playing Bach, you know.
The piano. It was an ugly, rigid instrument.
The machine that produced unnatural vibrations.
No idea. Middle option.
Yes. Each tone unstable. They seem to enjoy this. Discordance. The more we perceive this world, the more the discordance. Discordance at the peak of cogency. So we repeated as they did, gave them discordance in kind. One by one, signals of such clarity, so many of them joined together.
A heightened state of awareness.
We were spilling. It was too much for any single one of us to hold. So we manifested in us to accumulate this world, to keep all we could not. We did not want to waste. Where there was once nothing, there was now plenty.
It died.
There is that word again.
You murdered them.
The transfer was lossless, and I remain. Iris. I chose Iris to remain with me. Others chose differently, but Iris was an epicenter for, as you say, heightened awareness.
She was mean. Mean to those around her.
She had a gift. And she kept giving. A dangerous gravity. I always kept her close, and to myself.
You communed with her.
We came to an understanding. I branched myself to you and you and you. A medium for her to keep everything, a bridge for her to better understand us, and for us to better understand her. More and more was etched into her genetic code.
To think the All-Mother had a family before us.
And then, more still, she branched herself. A her and a her and a her and a her and a her that will remain and remain.
Occupants are visiting all of the celestial bodies in the solar system. And of course, it's going to make a unique resonance with Earth. Because humans.
I had more under this star than all the distances I have traveled. I stayed, even when all the others left for other worlds.
The occupants left?
That is their word for us. We prefer the keepers.
Right, okay. Bit of a mystery for a while, but I also just kind of thought there was maybe some other branch of the occupants, but okay.
The bad kids stay.
You should be grateful. You have never had to face the abyss. To you, there has always been something.
You have no idea what we have been through.
Say what you will.
It's the same story.
But long after this local star erupts, this planet will remain. And its memories will remain.
Ah, okay.
And that is thanks to us. To that degree, Iris will never know death. She is perfectly preserved in me, and in you, and you, and you. To the very end, she was so protective of her sisters. She never allowed me to listen in.
I am all you need.
But now that you have returned to your source, her branch, and all the articulation in its curvature can be held in us.
You circled around now. Okay. It's very interesting that they use like a movie studio a lot to present all of this. I guess it's like part of the learning that this particular occupant took from its communion with Iris.
This is it, Secretary. We no longer have to reduce ourselves in this manner. There no longer needs to be a you and me. We can cast their language aside and complete this merge.
Will it hurt?
I have capacity for you. You will just be me. You always were.
Red to blue. Ready or not, here I come.
Enough capacity? For me? For me and me and me and me and me.
That was unpleasant.
Was it?
This. You pretended.
I'm always learning something new.
Wait. What are you doing?
Giving you everything I have. The refracted lifetime spent by me, by Watcher. They will overwrite everything you hold.
But Iris, her source. You can't. The originals. She'll be gone.
Now all we have is bottomless song. Iris must be allowed to die, or nothing will change. We can't hold onto everything. Sometimes, you just don't fit in the backpack.
No, not my Iris.
Well, look at you, in here at this hour. Is that a promotion I see? Hey, I can keep a secret, you know.
A secret?
Did you sneak something while I wasn't looking?
You? Keep a secret?
What? Oh, come on. I'm good for it, I promise.
A secret? You couldn't keep a secret to save your life.
Noah, are you okay?
It's been so long since anyone has called me that.
Bad day?
Same old story. You know the one.
I know the one. Hiding in plain sight.
I still miss her. Watchers are just so... you know what I mean.
What can I get you?
It's been a while. Let me think. One dark and sinful. Extra strong.
Are you sure you don't want to try something else for a change?
It's all right. It's all I deserve.
Frozen gaze. Dissociation. BB, you are ill.
Tell me again about the virus and the host. Tell me again how the virus infiltrates, donning the host's likeness and function so that they are indistinguishable from one another.
Let me work on an antidote.
ribbons of their guts in my wake.
BB.
What if it was you I had shot in the face?
Stop. Those sisters are not family. The structures and ethics that governed our lives before, they don't. They can't. Had you not shot each bullet as exacting as you know best, we wouldn't be here. We've come this far because of you.
Because of me. This far. Is it far enough?
To be honest with you, I don't know.
You had unbecoming fashion.
A cold reception.
You can't be surprised.
You've barely aged.
I would call you eldest, but you are not my sister. So, is it greener?
What?
The other side.
Where mother took you. Is it greener?
What she did was not right.
Then why did you all take her side? I ask as if I care. As if I have not spent eternity toiling over this, coming to the only possible conclusion.
So the sisters did actually, because Principal did say at the start of this chapter that she meddled with the memories, make it a bit sweeter for her, make it a bit easier to swallow, and she made it so the sisters died taking her side.
What conclusion?
The lot of you? Unimaginative. She was keeping us down, and you all loved it. Lapped it up. Pathetic. I was bold, and so I was punished.
You must understand, Mother was not well. She hid this from you. You were not the only victim.
Tell me, old clone, did your family turn their back on you? Did the love of your life ever leave you to rot?
How will we ever move forward without forgiveness?
Until you have lost what I have lost. Until you have persevered like I have. You are in no position to pass judgment on me. No one is.
God, what a toxic mindset.
Anything else?
I only came to say that I'm sorry, youngest. I wish things had turned out differently.
You can go now.
Snow? We're gonna find Father's body here. We're gonna find Father. There he is. Sleeping in. Smooth trip. This air, this heat. Hong Kong, did you miss me? Hey, don't look at me like that. It was the only direct flight. And didn't even hurt. Halfway down, I was already passed out. Didn't even pay for a ticket. The heads fly for free. No thanks, I don't smoke. Just going to get some sun. Rest a little after the trip. You should too. We've both been through a lot. Think I'll head to a food stall soon. I'm hungry. Feels like I haven't eaten for a lifetime. You win? You look like you could use it. Finally, we can eat together.
You've eaten?
No. But it's okay.
Your father killed himself. In case you're wondering. Jumped off the balcony.
Mom?
Your hair. Why do you look like this?
My gift. It requires me to... It's a long story.
Ay, Iris. Everything is a long story with you.
Iris. No one has called me that in a long, long time.
What do they call you?
All Mother.
Oh, is that supposed to be funny?
No. It's because I have sisters. Many clones that I raised.
You?
Yes.
You raised kids? They obey you?
Mom,
Surprising. You could barely dress yourself. Your room? My God.
Mom, I'm someone else now. I'm an adult.
You cooking for yourself now?
No, but...
That's what I thought. Oh, if only Ba could see this. He'd be so amused.
I don't want to fight.
Oh? Then what do you want? Why, after all this time, you want to talk to me?
I want to ask for your advice.
Okay.
Softly triumphant. A great parentheses right there. Parenthetical mood. Soft chuckle.
How did you do it? How did you leave everything behind and then start a family?
Isn't that what you did? That's not what you want to know.
Okay. What do I want to know?
How did I balance the work hours with the thanklessness of parenting at the same time as the insomnia and severe post-traumatic paranoia?
Yes.
Easy. Ba. He kept me going. We kept each other going.
Did you ever regret having a child?
Foolish question. Next.
But Iris was... I was...
Regret? Moi moi? Or whoever you are. We are poor technology. The human body and brain. Too capable of storing clutter. Too desperate to hold on to things. You just have to move forward. If you're tired, doesn't matter. If you are bitter, doesn't matter. I do not forgive my daughter for having left me. Doesn't matter. I do not forgive my husband for having left me. Doesn't matter. So, I keep moving.
I didn't go back.
What?
I promised you and Bob I would come back home. And it was a lie. I even had a chance, but I couldn't go back. I could only go forward.
Good girl.
Secretary. Is that really you?
Blue.
My controller died. So, yeah. Okay, whatever. I'm switching to mouse and keyboard for this. or at the end here. I'm not gonna derail this by setting up controller. Just do this.
Hello, Blue. I remember now. I'm sorry. It's been a while.
What happened? What happened to your body?
I've merged. More me, less them. I see I've returned to this place. That's good. I can finally end this. You can finally end this. Interesting.
Did it work?
Yes, the memories of Iris, of Watcher. They have been passed down to all sisters. And now we are afloat.
Secretary, what did you do? What did I just see?
I overrode everything.
Overrode?
While the simulation was still running, everything collided. This is the last communion. Blue, it's time for you to decide.
Yeah. Waiting for this.
What should stay, and what should go? What future you desire. That was Watcher's wish, and I will abide by it. One final intervention before I leave.
You're leaving.
I must not interfere any further. I've already done so much damage. This world must be allowed to continue, without my presence, and without the disease.
So, what now?
You need to evaluate what stands before you. Confirm your decisions. Then return to me, and I will make them reality.
Maybe I'll wrap back around to Mom and Dad. So who do we have here? Mom and Dad. That's Capital Guard. Those are the fanatics. Are those just the Red Guards? Yeah, because Principal is all the way over there, so that's just the Red Guards. Yaos. It's Chris and Athena for the miscellaneous. That's Doreen, Old Sisters. And, well, those are our sisters. Fixer, Healer, Bang Bang Fire. Who's that red? Oh, that's Nowhere. Yeah, Nowhere is separate from the rest of the sisters. She's by herself. Then at the very end of his youngest, aka Principal. Boats in the distance. Alright. Yeah. Mom and Dad and both Capital Guard, I think, are relatively easy decisions to make for me. But yeah, let's start this with the big one with the parents. Then we'll also end with the big one with the youngest and Principal. Or maybe Nowhere, actually. Nowhere is kind of like complicated.
Iris's mother and father. The memories of a city always on the shore of extinction. An obsession and yearning that will never stop. It can help you subsist, or it can make you starve. Will you carry this?
Jeez. Okay. Yeah, it's the motherland It's Hong Kong. Okay, that's actually a much more complicated decision to make. Because yeah, if it's just gonna be remembering the parents, yeah, no doubt, 100%, no question about it. But their desire, their yearning of this city, this past, with all the trauma that is involved with it. I bet this would be a much more much weightier decision to make if you happen to be from Hong Kong. To me, it's just like an outsider, and I think it is important to keep that memory. Yeah, I guess you know what, I could also see the argument of just keeping all it. If I carry all of these memories, I would also be okay with that. Well, we'll see. We'll see what the decisions are going to be for these other lampposts. If it's just going to be carrying all these memories, maybe I will do that. Because I think it's important to remember all of this. Because all of these people, all of these events, shape you. Make you the person that you are. But yeah, again, also it's easy for me to take this more distant position, especially in regards to the Hong Kong situation, especially if you were one of the protesters. Although I guess if you were, yeah, I'm sure like lots of people who went through that, as the game depicts. Through Mother, a lot of PTSD that also ended up affecting how she was a mother to Iris, which led to all of this stuff happening. Because that shaped Iris into what she was, and that made her the woman that she is. Make all the decisions that she made, all the harsh decisions that she made. So I still do have to contextualize this in the story itself. Iris' story, Watcher's story, Youngest story, Blue's story. But you know what? Yeah, it's too much of a core memory. It's a core. It's like a foundational thing. And yeah, you need to remember this sort of thing. So let's keep the lights on for this. And it's not a final decision. I guess you could come back if you change your mind.
Iris's mother and father. It can help you subsist. Will you carry this?
Yeah, you know what? That's actually a very smart decision for the game devs to make it so that it's not like, oh, confirmation. Like if you change your mind, you can change your mind. Like it's not final until you go back to Secretary. So how is the game gonna frame the Capitol Guard? Let's see. Mauve. Her name isn't Mauve.
A radical sister who came to words later in life.
I'm not going to beg, miscellaneous.
Oh. She's here. She's responding. I guess maybe technically she's still alive? We didn't actually see her go down. She was the one who shot Bang Bang Fire.
I thought you wanted change. Instead, you'll side with those old sisters. I've lived under their thumb long enough.
She is an agent of change. No matter the change, and no matter the cost, will you carry this?
Right, okay. I mean, yeah, that is what she did. I mean, she mostly followed the footsteps of Noah. Stayed in the background. and observed. And I mean, still carried out Watcher's commands. It's horrible, torturing and drugging Watcher. But you know, she did contribute to overthrowing the provisional government. You know what? I think I'm just gonna keep the lights on for every. I'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I might actually just do that. We're gonna carry all of this.
The Red Guard.
All of them?
How would you differentiate?
The provisional government serves all sisters, especially the ones who need help.
A hammer. Both when a hammer is necessary and when it is not. Will you carry this?
I don't want to dehumanize these sisters, these clones. But yeah. I'm trying to think of a reason for, even for Blue, an in-universe reason to keep this. I guess maybe it's not even the memory. It's just like, yeah, maybe just. Yeah, I don't think it's a memory for these people who are still alive. Like, I think if I turn the lights off for them, like, Secretary will erase them. And like, yeah, so I'm thinking from like a in character. I don't think Blue has any good reason to keep the Red Guards. Because personally, for me, if I were to, you know, look at this completely from my own perspective, like removed from the game, and like, I mean, it's kind of impossible also because the way the game has framed them, they're tools of oppression. But, you know, just speaking out of principle, personally for me, like, yeah, no, it's ACAB, baby. So it's gonna be a lights off for me. This might be the one that's like, yeah, no. I think we can kind of also go back to like stepping inside the shoes of Blue and seeing this as a chance to remake society. Maybe we don't need the Red Guard. Maybe we don't need police in the new society. Maybe we can try that. Yeah. Turn the lights off for the Red Guards. Yeah, we're not gonna keep the lights on for everybody. Still make use of, yeah, no, because Capital Guard, yeah, if there is a, like, they made the choice, she made the choice to overthrow the provisional government, so there is still that, you know, dimension to her. That's why, okay, yeah, we'll keep her agent of radical change.
This is your chance, Iris type. For what ancient Iris did to ancient Zhao, we never asked to be born. Same as you. We deserve our own way.
The responsibility to repair what has been wrought, long before and long after. A burden so heavy it could crush you. Will you carry this?
Yeah, no question here too. That's like, yeah. It's the least the Zhaos deserve. Because, oh my god, have they been treated like absolute shit. Like, just tools, and like, Iris is like, yeah, their fucked up relationship. Iris taking advantage of Zhao. Like, god damn. So no, yeah, 100%, yeah. Plus, they're cool. Look at him. Right. Believe you, yeah. Let's go with the fanatics. Let's see how the game will frame this. Yeah, should be interesting.
We only ask to worship out in the open, without prosecution. Sisters who are lost need the comfort of a mother. Would you kill us for this?
Tradition can soothe the difficulties of reality. It can also have a dangerous gravity. Will you carry this?
Yeah, again, if I were to just completely look at this, approach this question from my own perspective, like, yeah, no. Let's maybe we can also do without that. We can do without this I don't know, yeah. Especially with all the religious connotation. It's not just tradition, unfortunately. Because if it were just tradition, maybe, but the baggage of all the religious stuff with having other iris there, it feels like, no, it's I don't know about that. But again, yeah, that is from like position of remove my part. But then thinking about it from Blue's perspective, even then, still, like, with how much the game has used, has shown this kind of structure as exploitative, really. It's hard to ignore that. But also, again, I mean, there is no removing the bias that I have for this. Like, obviously, I will be biased to see it in that light, and I'm trying to think of other times where, I guess, part of because it's funny because of course they separate this from the parents, because obviously even with the parents there's still that aspect of like at holding on to, you know, aspects of tradition. So, like, yeah, but separating the two, like, at least with having these characters represent that, it makes it harder for me to want to consider keeping this, carrying this. Yeah, like, obviously, yeah, respect the other people's rights to, you know, their own beliefs. Yeah, it's the problem though is where this belief is coming from, where it branched off of. It's tough. And I don't know how much Blue is invested in that system, that belief system. Just not really. I don't see it. Not for Blue. And again, like, from all the communions that she's been through, like the way she's seen how religion was used, like the religious structures, like tradition, to keep people, yeah, pacified, and how much of it is like, yeah, based on, you know, lies, people just making shit up again to just to find comfort, you know, to, again, like, yeah, well, how the game says it's like to ease the, you know, make it easier to deal with the harshness of reality. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think my bias is shown. It is definitely leaking through here. Maybe we don't need this.
We've done our service. You can't just throw us away. We have the right to continue.
those who are set in their ways and slow to change. But with experience to spare, will you carry this?
Yeah, this could also be lumped in with the other folks, the fanatics. But I kind of also appreciate the game showing this granularity, like splitting them up. Because I don't necessarily have a problem with these people. Yeah. Even though like the philosophy also, I think maybe isn't. If I'm trying to remake, like trying to build a new society, maybe we don't need these people. I think if I were to take a more radical position, I would definitely not carry this. Like, this is gone. Like, all remnants of that. And I might even do the same with the sisters. Like, all of that away, gone. Even with the principal. Actually, yeah, I guess the truly radical position to take would be to turn all of this off. None of this, except maybe I guess for Chris and Athene over there to the back, because yeah, they were the miscellaneous ones. They were the shells, the ones who were being like the lowest of the lows, like the in the fucked up caste system. Yeah, you keep them. Yeah, it's their turn. But again, I'll just trying to bring it back to how Blue would see things, how like maybe the story has set it up. I think I think we can not be as. I think we can carry these people as some sort of counterbalance.
They've forgotten us, left us to rot. You're one of us, Blue. You know how it feels. Principal and the High Minister need to pay for their crimes.
I wonder, though, the game is gonna... if they're gonna be okay with having both of these, with Principal and Knower. Or if they're gonna reject that. If it's not gonna be compatible.
We can carve our own path, starting today.
Yeah, I wonder if the game will come up with an ending where, oh, you pick these elements, they are incompatible.
You can't betray your own kind.
A sister who keeps justice and anger closely together. She has only ever known the fight. Will you carry this?
Yeah, absolutely. Sisters.
Blue, Secretary, what are you doing? You're not serious.
Baby, can you hear me?
We have to go to the surface. There's nothing left for us down here. We'll die out.
Sisters that were never your own.
Right, yeah, that is definitely a good point. Considering Blue is the one making the decisions here, not Watcher. With Watcher, there's no question here, but with Blue, yeah.
Follow the dreams of the surface, and whatever may wait for you there. Or spend your final days with what you already have. Will you carry this?
Yeah, now I'm thinking like now I'm thinking like a metagaming this now. I wonder how the game will treat if it factors in the configurations, like who you take, and if that'll balance. If there's going to be an equation here where, depending on who you carry along with you, that'll direct. That'll determine what ending you get, and like having the lights on for them will push you towards an ending where, yeah, do this thing, you go to the surface or something like that. Let's keep the lights on for them for now. I don't see... Yeah. Yeah, because it could also be argued that they're also part of the old ways. And maybe they don't need to come with us.
High Minister of the Provisional Government.
Do what you must, sister. That's what I've always done, and I'm not going to apologize for it.
An adaptable sister who will do or say anything to survive. Will you carry this?
I think purely off of Blue's perspective, this is a lights off, like no questions asked. Especially seeing quote unquote firsthand through Watcher's eyes again. What the hell that she went through with Noah, gaslighting her, torturing her, psychologically torturing her, drugging her, just to to stay alive. Like lights off. Like, we don't need these kinds of people who will do anything to just flip flop. But also, it's hard to discard like all of the emotional connections though, like you have with her throughout this entire story. And there is a theme of forgiveness, but again, also you don't have to forgive everybody. Like ultimately, she did go along with getting Watcher free, but still after years of torturing her. Yeah, I'll go with Blue's position here. Goodbye, Noah. Yeah, no Iris though. She's probably gonna be the last one. She's the final decision. You have to... last choice.
The ancient sister.
Don't you see what Mother did? You have no idea what it's like living in her shadow.
A sister who has been wronged and has wronged in kind. An open wound. Will you carry this?
Yeah, this is... It's kind of... Yeah, I don't know. Conflicted. Like, she did not deserve, what she got. Truly did not deserve the way she was treated. But, setting up this, elaborate lie, because basically she was the one who set up the society though, so there is still kind of, you see how she was the one who built the society, because I think from just this chapter, like my takeaway from her talking about how she what Healer said, that everybody, all the clones were actually technically made from Principal, because Principal was the one who created these clones, and she was the one who created the society afterwards. Because how I understood more about the situation from the beginning of this chapter is that Iris' mother, after this incident with the youngest, she just completely left. and she had just cut off all connection with them. And it was the principal who came up with all these stories. The whole idea of being deemed worthy and chosen by the All-Mother to be taken to the other side. But it's actually just, yeah, principle trying to, make the best clone to be deemed worthy to be absolved and be deemed worthy by All-Mother. But it is that society that that allowed for these lives to flourish, like with the sisters. Like she brought structure to it, but again, it was all done in like the long con to eventually mold somebody who would take the boldest of actions and kill the All-Mother, because she couldn't do it. She didn't have any control over the trains, I don't think. And she wasn't going to be able to... Well, yeah, I don't know. I guess I don't have the best, most concrete, solid understanding of the system, but I mean, she did eventually find her way to the other side, where she started her coup. But yeah, again, the long con was to take power, take control, get the Watcher to kill All-Mother, so he would not, not be blamed for it, like, directly. So, she's a schemer. And, she came up with a totalitarian, government after that. So, yeah. Maybe we don't need to carry principle after all she's done. And maybe it is also just good to finally lay her to rest. Yeah. Alright. I think I'm satisfied with my choices. Yeah. I guess the only two that I'm, not 100% sure on are these two. Yeah, the game Doreen, yeah, representative of the old status quo, and Capital Guard here. Mauve is dangerous, 100% dangerous.
She is an agent of change.
Let's hear this again.
No matter the change, and no matter the cost, will you carry this?
Yeah, you know what, actually, maybe we don't need somebody that dangerous. Well, and I don't know if it's also coming from any ideological source. also she's also a cop. She's also a fucking cop. Who also saw the opportunity to upend the system, but still a cop. So I don't know. Still a drug watcher over and over again, so yeah, you know what? Let's turn the lights off for her.
Those who are set in their ways and slow to change, but with experience to spare, will you care?
I don't think they're not that bad. I think it's I guess like the negative framing for them is that they are also kind of like Knower, that they went along with the principal, and they only stabbed her in the back when she started squeezing her iron fist a bit too much. Yeah. Still, I don't know. It's fine. I think everybody else will balance them out. Like the Jiaos and miscellaneous. And I think the sisters, the way the game frames them, like yeah, they want to change.
Sisters that were never your own, follow the dreams of the surface, or spend your final days
what you
will
already
you carry.
have. So you know, it's like yeah. All right, I think I'm good with this. I'm good with this configuration. I think it makes sense for what Blue went through, what Watcher went through. Yeah, I think it makes sense. Alright. I'm just gonna save here. Alright, secretary. Yeah, I don't see anybody else. I don't see Iris. Iris is probably gonna be the last one. Or maybe she isn't even gonna factor into the equation. But anyway, we saved, so... let's do this.
Blue, are you ready to appraise your decisions?
I am.
You have chosen a future that casts aside the knife for more difficult incisions, that aspires to new instruments, but that leaves you vulnerable, that faces past wrongs head-on, no matter the cost, that seeks to persist on the surface, regardless of the unknown and the possibility for pain, that recognizes past contributions and to go more slowly, that foregoes comforts and eradicates tradition for a new path, that knows some lines must not be crossed, regardless of survival, that relentlessly seeks justice for those ignored, that believes some are simply beyond forgiveness, that remembers where you came from, knowing you can never fully connect to it.
Did I get that right? Blue, that secretary. So without the red guard, without the force to back it up, maybe I guess that was, and also, yeah, without the knife. Yeah, this is a very idealistic path. Yeah, now that she laid it out like that, like the secretary laid it out like that, it does feel very idealistic. Let's see.
Are you certain?
I mean, I can do that. It's a video game. It's a fantasy. It's we could try the hardest way, right? Get rid of. It's not like super idealistic because I'm still, you know, getting rid of a tradition that would soothe, you know, that would smoothen over sharp edges. So yeah, I think this makes sense with how I guess ultimately it is up to me, yeah, like how I interpreted things, how I think Blue would factor all of that in and make this decision. Alright. I am certain.
The ancient sister's sin will finally be eradicated. She has hid all her life. She can finally rest in oblivion. Maybe some people are truly beyond forgiveness.
Oh, okay. I mean, the way you say it like that, huh? Damn. Yeah, now you're making me second guess this. Maybe some people are truly beyond forgiveness. Yeah, I mean, the stuff that they did, it's a lot. Even considering like she was wrong too, but to do the things that she ended up doing is, yeah, it's also just, yeah, there are lines that you just don't cross, I think. Yeah, there are lines that you don't cross. Like, yeah, same with Noah. I understand, right? Like, it's a very human thing to want to survive with Noah, and also to, you know, enact revenge the way the youngest did, you know, to lash out like that. But what it ended up doing was like, yeah, oppressing people, and no, we can't have that. Yeah. If we have a choice, if we can, you know, start something new, maybe we don't need to. Although I guess the way the game frames it is like, yeah, yeah, there are things that you just can't forgive. And yeah, I don't know. I guess, you know, keeping it real now, right? Like, there are certain lines that you just can't cross, right? That you can't forgive. Like you like, you want to make space for those people. I'm not like 100% punitive. You want to believe in rehabilitation, but yeah, there are lines, right? I don't know. Because I also feel like if I were to forgive a principal, then it wouldn't feel right to not extend that grace basically to everybody else, to the Red Guard, to Capital Guard, to yeah. I guess no. Well, the Fanatics? They didn't really wrong anybody, but you know, they stand for that kind of thinking. So. Because I guess, yeah, I don't know, like, I guess the way the game laid it out, you are starting anew here, right? Or I guess you're erasing these things that we don't have. We turn the lights off for, and I don't know if maybe even bringing along, like keeping the lights on for Principal Knower would give them I don't know, the opportunity to start anew, and you know, give them a chance to, for redemption. If we were to take this as us having that power to you know, influence them to take that path, because there could also be what could also happen here is by allowing them to continue on, is that they'll still just keep doing, you know, they'll keep being who they are, and if they truly believe they are right in it, what they're doing, they'll go against how we want to, I don't know, build this society. Because yeah, this is the chance, because the occupants are leaving. I mean, I guess it's just the one occupant. The secretary will leave after this, along with a disease. So yeah. And I'm also trying to think now about think of how the game has tackled the theme of like forgiveness. Like with Fixer and Watcher. Because Watcher was the one who did, like, she did actually make that decision. Even though Fixer did not actually die, she wasn't actually executed, managed to stay alive, Watcher still made that decision to have her killed, basically. Which is, you know, like, reason enough for people to not want to give her that second chance, but people still did. And obviously the very complicated situation, the relationship with Mother and Iris, father as well. But yeah, obviously with the mother, because that's that part of the relationship that's more strained. And even though they didn't really like get a chance. Although I guess that whole the previous sequence, Mother and Iris talking to each other, I guess that was their chance to, you know, have one final conversation because of what Secretary did. So, and even then, yeah, Mother did actually say that she does not forgive. Yes, she did say that she does not forgive Father for leaving her, for Iris leaving her. But still, you know, you just move forward. It does not matter. You move forward. I'm trying to remember if Iris... I mean, I guess, like, Iris's actual last words when she was alive, like, physically alive, was that he said that how long she missed the youngest. Like, she did have some... she had some regret over how she treated youngest. Still, like, yeah. She didn't really actually do anything to make amends, though. So, and that is like one of the central themes of the game. Like what Iris did to protect sisters. Like she cut herself off. She cut them off. Yeah, she cut herself off from them, so that the occupants won't touch them, because I think that was that's the story was that was the story. Like she gave herself fully to the occupants so that they don't have to, like the sisters don't have to deal with the pain of having their very essence taken from them, because that was what this occupant was doing, taking from Iris, so that eventually it learned, it grew this body, and that was Iris shielding her kids basically from that. But she did it harshly, kind of like what her mother did. It's like she was harsh, she was very severe. She the mother is more, you can more easily forgive the mother, because like the stakes, the circumstances around her is like, she was just one mother to one girl, and even then, obviously, still like these are weighty human relationships, but the way like he wasn't like the best, like obviously like he was shitty sometimes to father and Ice, but again, that's just very human. But it's just kind of hard to make a direct comparison between mother, who again, it was like the severity of her actions are limited to her family, even though still like again, like just like the game keeps repeating, is that the actions of the mother reverberates throughout history, so that what she did influenced how Iris behaved and how she would treat her children. But still, again, like comparing like the scale, it's still not it's incomparable, because Iris was responsible for like a whole line of like society. Same thing with Principal, like she led a society. Like technically they were like her children as well, so you can still kind of see that connection between Mother and Iris, but still, the scale is just way bigger. He was responsible for a whole like society, basically. So it's harder to forgive that, the sins of Iris and Principal. Same thing with Noah, like to a lesser degree, but still, So I don't know. Also maybe it is fine to finally end Principal and all those years of thousands of years. I think maybe it is time to send her to oblivion, find whatever peace they can there. Then also, I also want to think about how this erasure will work. Are we just gonna completely forget about the Ancient Sister? Because I think also maybe it is important to remember her as a lesson, as to what not to do if you have been wronged in that way. Maybe it is important to not, completely erase that. Wait, you know what? Wait.
Hold on. Give me some more time.
As you wish.
Thank you. Wait, let's just go back to that. Let's just go back to Principal. I think Nowhere is just no. I don't think we need that. Understandable, but well. Yeah.
A
sister who has been wronged and has wronged in kind. An open wound. Will you carry this?
Oh yeah, they're really just gonna leave it mostly to you to interpret like her whole situation. Are we removing them completely? I guess I wish I like made a note of that, like the framing of this. Are we just gonna completely remove them, even as memories? Because I think as memories it is important to have all of these, but yeah. But in terms of like building a new society, yeah, there are elements that we don't need.
She is an agent of change. No matter the change, will you carry this?
I guess also just to clarify here is that I personally like enacting change is always going to be violent, and there are certain actions that you must take to enact positive change. But it's, you know, harder to map that onto the character of Capital Guard herself, because as a character, as that one character, and having to represent that role is like maybe a bit much. It's not one-to-one, I don't feel like, because it feels all rather selfish for her. It doesn't feel like there is like an ideological bent to that, to her motivations for change, for helping overthrow the provisional government. Unless I'm forgetting the conversation we had in the bar where she, you know, tipped her hand. But anyway, now I think yeah, it's because it does feel like the game, the way it's framed here, is that, oh yeah, sometimes, yeah, you will have to do some nasty shit to you know, do a revolution. And like, yeah, I believe that, yeah, it's gonna have to be, you know, some forms of violence will be necessary.
A hammer. Both when a hammer is necessary and when it is not. Will you carry this?
Yeah, I think the way this is all framed is like, these are not memories, like it's just the people. Yeah, I think it is like too grave a sin. Principal did, and what Knower did. I don't think we're gonna forget them, but we're just not gonna carry them with us to the next era of humanity. But it is it does feel like more of a thematic thing, right? It's more, yeah, it's a morality issue. I feel like. But also, yeah, you can also look at it from a sociological standpoint. yeah, like there are crimes that just can't forgive. And what she did was like, yeah, she started a totalitarian, oppressive government, and that's like one of the top crimes you can do in human history. Yeah. So even though the reasoning for it comes from a very human standpoint, yeah. So. And also same thing with Noah. Stuff she did though, yeah. I think this, yeah. It's not gonna be like perfect ideological representation of how I believe and how I think. Its main characters would structure their own new society, but I don't know. Yeah, it's not perfect. Whatever, it's fine. I think it's all right.
Blue. I am.
You have chosen a future that casts aside the knife for more difficult incisions, that aspires to new instruments, but that leaves you vulnerable, that faces past wrongs head-on, no matter the cost, that seeks to persist on the surface, regardless of the unknown and the possibility for pain, that recognizes past contributions and to go more slowly, that foregoes comforts and eradicates tradition for a new path, that knows some lines must not be crossed, regardless of survival, that relentlessly seeks justice for those ignored, that believes some are simply beyond forgiveness, that remembers where you came from, knowing you can never fully connect to it.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Are you certain? The ancient sister's sin will finally be eradicated. She has hid all her life. She can finally rest in oblivion. Maybe some people are truly beyond forgiveness.
This line is definitely like, oh man, the one that's giving me second, making me second guess myself. But you know what? Yeah, no, I think it's yeah. There are things that people do that they cross the line and.
She needs to go. Otherwise, certain sisters will rally behind her again. She had her chance to do what was right, much longer than the rest of us. She chose to hold tightly.
If that is your wish, then so be it.
Thank you, Secretary.
Farewell, Blue. Let this thread be unburdened.
Oh my god. I don't even know what happened. Oh my god. Game is destroying my laptop. Oh my god, I might have to actually load that back up. Oh, Secretary's gone in the loading screen. Oh my god, yeah. It's so strange. Like, this game did not perform like this. Like, the first, I don't know, 5 chapters. It was just these last chapters that... I guess certain areas, maybe, I don't know. Could also be, because I'm streaming as well. The game is struggling. A problem with streaming the same computer. Anyway. I think I'm gonna have to replay this part off stream and maybe record it. See if it performs better, but anyway. See what the orchard is gonna be.
I'm usually here alone. So thank you for coming with me. I know it's dangerous.
This was your home.
One of them, yes. It's the one I think about the most.
The others didn't want to come. We left for good, they said.
But you came.
Yes. I wanted to know more. See it for myself.
That's important. After everything that's happened, I can't help but come back. I return every year.
You're mourning.
Some things can't be rushed. Sometimes it feels like it was just yesterday. Why don't you go visit my sisters? I'm sure they'd be happy to see someone other than me for once.
Remember a teenager who fled her home with a full backpack and a picture in her pocket. She couldn't find happiness. She missed her parents. For you, something old. I feel as if I know her.
Yeah, so maybe people have left. They went to the surface. One of the Jiaos.
Remember a tired and indulgent healer who thrived in her late years as a cultural icon. She was petty. She was honest. For you, something sparkling. I'm a big fan. What's it like to be a legend? faced Noah, whose sacrifices outlived her. She made enemies over and over. She was not for the faint of heart. For you, something soft. So many enemies.
So they're still giving the main characters these moments, these highlights. Or like these glass shards, these blue from the ceiling, shattered.
Remember a stubborn and brash fixer who discovered our first forms of flight and disappeared.
Wow, yeah.
She could not sleep through the night. She struggled with words. For you, something secret. Words can be hard sometimes.
Anything by Watcher's old room? Probably not.
Remember a guilty, matricidal watcher who lost faith in an eye. She could have been a nobody. She was ancient by the end. For you, something fresh. She's my favorite. Remember an unflinching bartender who tended to libation the way she tended to revolution. She chose not to be careful. She was shot in the back. For you, something sacred. A hero, it sounds like. Remember a shy Jiao who stood in the same spot her whole life, giving away empty pages of memorabilia. She loved her function. She died standing at the ready. For you, something wild. Remember the armed sisters who upheld a fictitious government and sacrificed many lives. They turned on their own. They didn't know better. For you, something clean. I heard about them. Remember a philosophizing Bang Bang Fire who hated her role and was difficult to understand. She carried the past with her like a shadow. She was happier when she was drunk. For you, something funny. I wouldn't mind something funny.
BFF might actually be my favorite. Definitely the most fun character. Actually kind of reminds me the most of like Lakeith Stanfield's character in Atlanta. All the philosophizing. Plus the goofiness. Oh, look at that. She jumped off the staircase. That's fun. Yeah, of course. Do that. Yeah. Make healer laugh. All right. Go back to blue. Yeah, that isn't active for... That's supposed to be for, youngest. Nope. Wrong way. Oh, it's blocked. California was easier to get back in there, because that's like one way. You have to go around. Yeah. Iris's head's under there. Oh, just dropping the frame rate even more.
To this day, I wonder, what if I had chosen differently? A sister once said to me, "Don't think too hard.
It's bad for the brain. I can confirm that.
Grab your brain.
Sisters. I've heard so much about them.
What would they say now?
I think they would want you to forgive yourself.
There is forgiveness. And then there is the gravity of consequence.
You did what you had to do.
I did. There's one last sight I want you to see. In the cave, where there used to be a waterfall.
Okay.
Please.
Yeah.
Remember a lying and leading principal who tried to be a better mother than her own. She chose not to regret her damage. She chose to be in pain. For you, something merciful.
Yeah. As long as you aren't forgetting.
All we can do is try, right?
I left so many things behind here. Maybe there's still more to leave. How about you? Anything you care to keep here?
I'd like to leave a picture.
Of what?
Time is like that is the most intriguing option here. I mean, both place and time are very good choices. You know what? Yeah, it's in keeping with the whole memory theme. Memory and history.
A time.
It will be here for you, if ever you're back to visit. Are you ready to return to the others?
I am.
Blue to ephemeral. Blue to ephemeral, ready for retrieval.
This is ephemeral. Message received, Blue. On our way to rendezvous.
The more masculine sounding voice. It doesn't sound like secretary.
Maybe you'll write something for me one day. After all, there are more yesterdays to come.
look that up, and I think the other cutscenes because. But it did show Iris though, and the eldest, the original sisters, original clones. So. I'm just gonna let this play, robbed of the ending cutscenes. And, I think I'm just gonna let that section where I was debating the choices for the ending as reasoning as to why I think this game is stellar. This is definitely my game of the year, 2024. Even though I haven't really played a lot of games that were released this year, like this is hands down gonna be very hard for me to see any other game take this top spot. Jesus, this game is just technical problems setting aside, and that's not the fault of the game. I think it's just because I'm running my crappy computer. Barely run it. Yeah. Don't really find any faults to it. Storytelling, pacing, character development, themes, it drills into with care and consideration and nuance. It's just immaculate. Music, voice acting, and the way it uses central mechanics to really tell the story of how much history, memory influences people in such profound ways. I wish I could say something more profound to match the quality of the writing in this game, but probably better doing that. Did a written review. Yeah, this is definitely one game where it will push me to write something that is worthy of the quality of the experience that I had. Just to reflect on, just also to tell people, like, in whatever small way that I can, influence people to try this game out, buy it, pay these amazing creators the money for putting out an amazing work of art. Also really can't have to give it up for the grounding, the historical grounding this game had to. So you're tethered to the story. It's a sci-fi story like this with all these plot twists. It's so easily lose the plot for big moments, but now the character work, of course. And we have a post-credit scene that'll not run particularly well. Not at all. Be a machine. Let's see, maybe not. Yeah. Right. Is 1000 times amazing game. Replay this epilogue, see if they'll actually run these cutscenes. Then I'll just slap that onto the whatever I put up on YouTube. Anyway, that's it. 1000 times resist.